Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in Huntingburg, Indiana for the last matchup of the 2024 season between the Dubois County Bombers and your Full Count Rhythm. This is game number 7 of the year. It is the third visit to League Stadium, where we just saw 6 or 7 innings of a softball game between the Rockford Peaches and the Racine. I can't remember now what they're called. Team from Racine, just like in a league of their own. The two teams this time played a softball game, slow pitch softball. I think Racine squad won that game. Tonight it'll be the last game between the Ohio Valley League foes, Full Count Rhythm, and the Dubois County Bombers, as the umpires are at home plate meeting with the head coaches, Josh Carmen for the Full Count Rhythm, and Travis Lamar with the Bombers. Rhythm defeated the Jackson Rockabillies last night 11-6 in a come from behind victory, losing 5-1 after 3 innings. Scored 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, then a 6th spot in the top of the 7th to take a 10-5 lead. Ended up winning 11-6. Winning pitcher was Harry Kane, who went to 1-1 on the season. I'm sure if they ended up giving Sam Batherley a save in that game, I believe he earned it, but he was not originally credited with the save. And as of this morning, when I printed my stats out, it did not show that. So the Rhythm trying to put together a winning streak, come in with a 17-22 record. Dubois County are scuffling. They're 13-24. Their only win in their last 9 games was the 2-0 victory just a couple nights ago when Full Count visited Huntingburg. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Chick-fil-A at Rivergate starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Here are the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visiting Full Count Rhythm, Jackson Cothran back out in right field, and in that leadoff spot, Brett Von Dolan playing first base tonight, batting second. Jacob Rowald, a 3 for 5 night last night, is in the 3-hole playing left field. Parker McDonald hit a solo shot yesterday. He's hitting cleanup, playing third base. Joey Parliament batting fifth, playing second base. Joe Watkins in the starting lineup tonight, playing center field, batting sixth. Aiden Gibson at shortstop, batting seventh. Riley Black behind the plate, hitting eighth, and Lawson T, the DH tonight, batting ninth. And on the mound, 6'4", 185-pound right-hander Zane Brown from White House, Tennessee, the rising sophomore, and he is recently committed to continue his baseball career at Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee. Here's a starting lineup for the Dubois County Bombers. Leading off, playing shortstop, is Cade Moore. Batting second, playing third base, Kendrick Syracuse. The catcher is Lorenzo Gonzalez. He'll hit third. Johnny Marquez hitting cleanup, playing first base. Matthew Early is playing second base, batting fifth. Joey Milto in left field, batting sixth. Carter Whitehead is playing center field tonight, batting seventh. And the DH is Zen Hyatt hitting eighth. And back for what appears to be her last appearance in a Dubois County Bomber uniform is Olivia Pichardo, batting ninth, playing right field. And on the mound is Max Chapure, 6'3", 190 pound right-hander from Floyd's Knobs, Indiana. He plays his college baseball at Frontier Community College. It is time to pay tribute to the United States of America with the playing of the national anthem, which means we'll have to take a break. Hope you're watching and listening watching on PLTV and listening to me on the Full Count Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Someone should be saying, let's play ball. Let's see if he does. Public address announcement here at League Stadium. Fourth year I've been around him. He does an excellent job as the public address announcer. Max Chapure will be back out on the mound for the Bombers. He was on the mound last time he was on the mound was against Full Count back at Drake's Creek. Went 4 1/3 inning, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, which were earned. Let me get the right one. Actually, his last 2 appearances have been against Full Count. Back on July 6th, he took the loss in a 3-0 shutout. 5 innings of work, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 were earned, walked 5, struck out 2. And a couple weeks prior to that, a loss to Full Count right here at League Stadium. 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, which were earned, walked 3, struck out 1, gave up the Brett Von Dolan home run, which is only one of, I believe, 5 home runs hit here at League Stadium this year. Full Count. Brett Von Dolan hit the first one of the year on June 20th. 2 by the Chillicothe Paints on June 24th and 2 by the Cape Catfish here at home. Actually, Dubois County did have a home run of their own on June 27th right here. So 5 of their 9 home runs have been at Drake's Creek Park this year. They've been with me during other Dubois County games, and you've heard that stat before. Only 9 home runs hit by Dubois County Bombers this year. That is last place. Count Rhythm with 21. That's in 7th place. 2 of them were solo shots at the jukebox last night at Rockabilly Stadium. Caden Wilkes, who's not in the lineup, hit his 2nd of the year. Parker McDonald, who is the cleanup hitter, hit his 3rd. He and Brett Von Dolan and Harrison Travis tied for the team lead with 3 each. Leading hitters, Jackson Cothran, hitting .315, and he is on base at a .470 clip. Raised his on-base average by 20 points in last night's game. He was on base 5 out of the 6 times he came to the plate. He is stepping in right now to face Max Trapure, which we are about to get underway. First pitch swinging as Jackson Cothran is likely doing. He fouls the first pitch off. It's a AAA autoglass foul ball, and we are underway at 6:51 Eastern time. Game time temperature, 84 degrees. Brought to you by Helitech. Second pitch swing. He popped up on the left side. This could be playable for Kendrick Syracuse. He's over on the warning track. He'll make the catch for out number 1 in foul territory. Game time temperature brought to you by Helitech. Helitech offers permanent solutions in waterproofing and foundation repair to heal your home's symptoms. Heal your home with Helitech. Brett Von Dolan stands in, hitting .276 on the season. Bondo was 2 for 5 in yesterday's game at a double and a run scored. Also drove in a run. His team leading 32nd RBI as he fouls the first pitch off to the right side. AAA autoglass foul ball. 3 foul balls on 3 pitches so far. Trapure misses down low with that one. Joey Milto's the left fielder for Dubois County. Carter Whitehead in center. Olivia Pichardo playing a deep right field. Kendrick Syracuse at 3rd. Cade Moore at short. Matthew Early at 2nd. Johnny Marquez down at first base. And behind the plate is Lorenzo Gonzalez, as there is another AAA autoglass foul ball to the on-deck circle. Jacob Rowald picks that one up. His name is not Jacob Rowland, as was on the big screen yesterday. Swing and a miss by Brett Von Dolan as he goes down on strikes. First 2 down for full count. That'll bring up Jacob Rowald, the left fielder. 84 degrees and sunny here in Huntingburg, Indiana, Dubois County. Trapure, a right-hander out of Frontier Community College. Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, 6'3", 190-pound right-hander. This is with that first offering to the left-handed hitting Jacob Rowald. 6 appearances, 5 starts. So this is his 6th start and 7th appearance of the year. Has a 2-2 record along with 1 save. 26 innings of work, giving up 23 hits. AAA autoglass foul ball. That'll get out of play. 13 runs, 11 are earned, 16 walks, 14 strikeouts. He has plunked 6 opposing batters. Has a 3.81 ERA. Rhythm hold a 4-2 lead in the games played as that's a tapper down to first base. Johnny Marquez will glove on 2 hops and race Rowald to the bag, and he'll win. 1-2-3 inning for Max Trapure here in the top of the first. Last time the Rhythm were here, they were shut out 2-0. I believe that was on only 8 hits. So the Rhythm are going to try to score a run or 7 here tonight. We'll take a break and be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
You might get to nap, but your money doesn't. Like right now. At Volunteer State Bank, it's working hard day and night, earning 4.5% APY. Playtime, drive time, anytime. You could be out with friends or on vacation, but your money, it doesn't take a break. You've worked hard for it. Now let it work hard for you. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account today and earn 4.5 annual percentage yield if qualifications are met on balances up to $15,000.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Thanks to Safeware for being a big-time sponsor for Full Count Rhythm this year. Mike Harrell and his crew over there, they have been our call to the bullpen sponsor all year long. Kate Moore will lead off the bottom of the first inning for the Dubois County Bombers. Moore played college baseball last year at Kentucky Wesleyan's from Terre Haute, Indiana. He looks at a pitch from Zane Brown in there for a called strike at the letters. Zane, the 7th start of the year. All appearances have been starts, 3-3 record. There's a slider there and misses outside. That's one complete game. It was a shutout, 7-inning shutout. Another slider that lands high of Cade Moore. The count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball down the third base line, and it is foul, says our home plate umpire, Lucas Carter. Wait until that got down third base line. It's Parker McDonald. If I said Brett Von Dolan, he's been playing third base here of late, but Parker McDonald is the third baseman tonight. Vondo's over at first base. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kate Moore slings one in there, and that pitch was the first pitch of the ball game, and it was called a strike, but not this time. Apparently it was a frog hair outside or a frog hair high. Well, the Full Count Ministries full count to Kate Moore, the shortstop. He hits one to his counterpart. Backing up is Hayden Gibson. A long throw over to first base will retire. His counterpart, Kate Moore, watered the dirt here before the game. They do a full drag after the ladies softball game between the Racing, what are they? The Racing something. The Rockford Peaches. I have to look that up. We'll have a research analyst here. First pitch swinging. Kendrick Syracuse hits one out to where fly ball. Watkins over into the left center field area, and he'll haul that one in for out number 2. Racine's in Wisconsin. Lorenzo Gonzalez will step in for Racine Bells. There we go. So maybe somebody sent that in already. Larry and Lily Quattrochi, they could be my research analysts. I bet you they're quick on the Googler. Listening in from Hickson, Tennessee. His first pitch gets in there to Lorenzo Gonzalez, but the second one, that's a ball. Ball 1. 1-2 to the Bombers catcher. There's that slower slider there. Sure, breaking pitch or not, but count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. AAA Autoglass foul ball off the bat of the right-handed hitting Lorenzo Gonzalez. 2 number 22s going at it tonight. Max Trapura and Zane Brown both wear the number 22. Brown is second in the league in strikeouts, 47. Left-hander out of Chillicothe, last I checked, had 49 strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. There is the first roof store strikeout. A 1-2-3 inning for Zane Brown heading to Belmont University next month. Congratulations to Zane making that commitment to my alma mater. I told him not to go there and screw up. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We'll head to the top of the second. Turn on Full Count Broadcast Network.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Move to the top of the second inning. Lily Quattrochi just said, just got here, so didn't know what the question was. The question was, what was the nickname of the Racine girls baseball team in the movie A League of Their Own? They played the Rockford Peaches, and I couldn't remember the name. They just had, I don't know, probably a dozen young ladies here for each team dressed in the period costumes, the skirts and tops, and they played a slow pitch softball game. You're about 6 or 7 innings before this game. I couldn't remember what it was, but it is the Bells. The Racine Bells defeated the Rockford Peaches. The Rockford Peaches are basically what the home team here, Dubois County Bombers. That's who they have as their greeters and helpers. It was like usherettes here at the ballpark. So it was kind of fun, and a lot of folks came early to see that ball game. Parker McDonald steps in, takes a breaking pitch for a called strike. Max Trapure delivers another one in there, and McDonald has been happy to take a look at 2 right down Broadway. He's down in the count, 0-2. Pitch tried to get him to chase one outside, but Aaron Carter, our base umpire, says he did not go. Not sure if there's a familial bond between our home plate umpire and our base umpire, but it sure could be. Lucas Carter behind the plate. Aaron Carter is at first. Tapper, slow roller. Cade Moore's going to have a tough play, but he makes a nice throw on the run to retire Parker McDonald. Slow roller that Moore had to charge and throw on the run. Donald not able to beat that one out. That's the first out of the top of the second. Rhythm come in with a 17-22 record on the season. They are, I'm trying to remember, I think they're 5-6 in the second half. The way the playoffs work here is they had a first half winner, and then first half winner will play the second half winner. If it obviously, if it's somebody different, if it's not, it may be the second place team, or might be the team of the best record in the second half. I don't know. Right now, it's not looking so good for full count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joey Parliament, who's hitting .263. He hits sharp ground ball, 2 hopper to Cade Moore, throws sidearm, and he has responsibility for both outs here in the second. Parliament one hit in yesterday's ball game. He had a loop single into right field. Drove in a run. He was 1 for 5 with an RBI. Joe Watkins stands in. That breaking pitch that Trapure has been using early in the count. He gets called strike on the outside corner. Joe Watkins trying to get that batting average up over 200, playing in his 32nd game of the year. So ball 1. Watkins from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. From Dothan, Alabama, which is ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. And Watkins played in 32. This is his 21st start. He's come in to pinch hit or pinch run in several games. 2-1 pitch. Track 2 shortstop. Cade Moore backhands. And he's going to get all 3 outs here in the second inning. He throws on to first to retire Joe Watkins. 6 straight put down by Max Trapure as the Dubois County Bombers are now 11 plus innings, or at least 11 innings, without allowing full count or run. Thanks for joining me on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter while you watch on PLTV. This is Tim Reese. You're watching the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression, and IV therapy. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Zane Brown out for the bottom of the second. He'll face 4, 5, and 6. Johnny Marquez, Matthew Early, and Joey Milto. Marquez, a left-handed hitter, stands in the box from Waubonsee Community College. Looks the ball one low and outside. South Elgin, Illinois. Pretty good crowd here. I think they were expecting maybe a little larger crowd. Scott Solman, the PA man, said that they had 2,700 here last night. Right now, it doesn't look like they have that many, but Marquez just took a swing that would send one over the scoreboard, but he missed. Counts 1-1. It's that one off the end of the bat. Squibbler down to third base. Third base coach will pick that one up and may have a dent in it. Got that one off the end of the bat. I think that's going to be Victor Alvarez is their third base coach. He's an assistant coach. It's his second year. Head coach Travis Lamar, pitching coach Milan Vanderbreggen. This ball misses up. Count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. I hear people say that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, but it doesn't. The pitcher still has 2 to work with. The batter only has 1. As that one is going to be a called strike. Very delayed call. And that's a rooster strikeout that rings up Johnny Marquez. Second strikeout of the ball game, second strikeout in a row. First out here in the second. It's the 49th strikeout. And if Garrett Helsel with the Chillicothe Paints is not pitching tonight, then he is just tied Helsel with the Prospect League lead. Matthew Early will step in, and he sees a slider slung in there for a called strike. It's from Franklin College, Mishawaka, Indiana. Ground ball slowly hit, and that will roll foul. Parker McDonald will underhand that one to Victor Alvarez, who will throw it back to the dugout. Early playing in only his 4th game, I believe. One of them has been against Full Count. Hitting 167, has 1 hit. It was a double. This ball misses up. Riley Black behind the plate catching Zane Brown. Riley Black, that's my grandson Eli's baseball player. That's what he calls him. He's staying in the host home of Wilson and Anna Reese. Sling, breaking pitch a little bit slower, and another rooster strikeout as Matthew Early swings early. For that, we got to the plate. It is now 3 straight. Aaron Hash had 5 straight the other night, which I think is the most for Full Count this season. Left-handed hitting Joey Milto from Bellarmine stands in. He looks at a called strike right down the can. He's from Greenwood, Indiana. Teammate of Jacob Rowald, Sam Matherly, Brady Morse, who used to be with the Rhythm. He grounds one slowly to second base. Joey Parliament stays down. And he throws over to Brett Von Dolan, and there's another 1-2-3 inning. That's 4 of them. 2 for each team as we started slowly here. But the final game between these two teams this year, 0-0 is the score. We'll head to the third. See if the Rhythm can get the old Hickory bats going. Listen to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our clients. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours so that we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representative, William Stiles, today at 615-824-7020 to talk about how we can help ensure the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the third we go. Rhythm will send 7, 8, 9 to the plate to face Max Trapure from Frontier Community College. He has set the first 6 down that he's faced. Aiden Gibson, Riley Black, Lawson T. Schedule. First pitch swinging. Aiden Gibson comes up empty. Gibson playing in his 25th game of the year. He's hitting 2 at Cleveland, Tennessee. Drives one into left field. That'll get down for a base hit just over the glove of the 6'7" third baseman, Kendrick Syracuse. There's the first base runner of the ball game, Aiden Gibson. Delivers a base hit into left field. Joey Milto over to cut that one off quickly. Riley Black will step to the plate. Left-handed hitting catcher. He's also from Cleveland area. He's squares around a bunt, back fouls that one back. Lay down a sack bunt here early in the third inning. He's hitting 147. This is his 14th game of the year. Came to the team a little bit late. Throw over to first base, and Gibson is back. Gibson with 2 steals and 2 attempts. Another throw over. Johnny Marquez has to dig that one out of the dirt. Black was 1 for 3 in the game back on July 10th, a 2-0 shutout by Dubois County. He takes a healthy hack there and comes up empty. Down in the count 0-2. Is guys surprised that they were going to let him swing away. They wouldn't have gone and done a hit and run, but don't typically hit and run. That batter's got 2 strikes. Gibson stays at first, and the pitch is delivered out to right center field. Riley Black likes to hit here. That will not be picked up until Olivia Pichardo, the right fielder, gets over to grab that one, and that's back-to-back hits as Aiden Gibson moves over to third. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Steel Press Bats. And runners at the corners brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. Appreciate CrossFit Hendersonville and Old Hickory Bats being sponsors and helping out Full Count Rhythm as they now have runners at the corners with nobody out. Lawson T steps up. Lawson was the DH in yesterday's game. 1 for 3. Takes a breaking pitch inside. He had an infield single. He was later taken out for the pinch runner. Joe Watkins came in for him, then got a couple at-bats in the 11-6 win against Jackson. Slider misses outside to T. Lawson now hitting 195. This is his 12th start of the year, 13th game. 8 hits include 2 triples, 6 RBIs. He's from Lipscomb University. Looks at a pitch. Missed somewhere, maybe inside. Count goes 3 balls and no strikes to the 6'4" DH and corner infielder from Gallatin, Tennessee. 3-0 pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. On deck is the leadoff batter, Jackson Cothran. Love to come to the plate with either the bases loaded or the bases cleared. Lawson T is a big young man. No time for him to go yard dog. Instead, he's going to line one into right field for an RBI single. Pichardo comes up with it, gets it into second base, and gets by shortstop Cade Moore, but backing up the play is Syracuse, the third baseman. And that's back-to-back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. Lawson T picks up an RBI. Now runners at first and second. And as Aiden Gibson scores the Framework Athletics first run of the game. That's where the Rhythm go to train and also go to meet the bus, like we did today. 1 o'clock sharp is when the Anchor Transportation bus left Framework Athletics to arrive here about 4 o'clock as Tripure will turn around and have a non-competitive pickoff attempt at second base. So singles by Aiden Gibson, Riley Black, and Lawson T have brought in the Framework Athletics first run of the game, and the Rhythm have done now in the third inning what they couldn't do in 9. There's a line drive. That will get down and split the gap by Jackson Cothran. He's a doubles machine. He's going to drive in one. They're going to send a run to the play. Is in time to get Lawson T, who's trying to score all the way from first base. The throw was just a little bit up the first base line, but Gonzalez able to collect the throw and come back and make the tag. So first out is made by Lawson T at the plate. That is an 8-6-2 put out, but Riley Black comes in unopposed. So Jackson Cothran will pick up his, I believe that's his 9th double now of the year. It is. He's been on a doubles tear here lately and picks up his 15th RBI. First pitch swinging, Brett Von Dolan on a disappearing breaking pitch in the dirt. He comes up empty there. So Rhythm now lead 2-0. A little slow on the scoreboard for some reason. 0-1 pitch as Tripure looks back at second. Popped up on the left side. That's in shallow left field. Cade Moore out, and he'll make the catch in front of Milto for out number 2. Jacob Roewald will stand in. He grounded out to first base to end the first inning. Max Tripure from Frontier Community College. They're located in Fairfield, Illinois. The spring and fall team that I broadcast for, the Ball State Community College Pioneers. They played Frontier Community College a couple times this past fall. There's another throw back to second base. Cothran is back. Rowald comes in hitting .294. He's a Bellarmine Knight. 25 hits, include 5 doubles, a home run, 12 RBIs. Looking to drive in the third run of the ball game for a full count. Set a fastball that whispers at the outside corner for an out strike. Rhythm with 4 hits back to back to back. 3 singles and a double by Jackson Cawthorn. Lost tee thrown out at the plate. It's aggressive running. There's a ground ball to second. It's going to be bobbled, but the throw on to first base is not in time to get Rowald. Be an error on Matthew Early, the second baseman. And runners will be at the corners, brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. They're across the diamond from each other, first and third. That will continue the inning for Parker McDonald. Early just could not get a handle on that. Had a range to his left a little bit, but no chance that Rowald could be construed as that being a base hit. First pitch to Parker McDonald. This is high. Updated now, 2-0. Donald looks at a breaking pitch down in the dirt, all natural surface here. There's no artificial turf here. Dirt is dirt, grass is grass. McDonald from Tallahassee, Florida, throw over to first base. Rowald back. Rowald is a threat to steal. But his 10th in last night's ball game. And 11 tries does not go on this pitch. McDonald looks at another breaking pitch inside on the inside corner for a called strike. Count goes 2 balls, 1 strike to Parker McDonald, hitting .263. Leads the team in games played. Now this is his 33rd. Leads in runs scored with 27 and walks with 26. Looks at a pitch that looked good from here, but it's called a ball. If I can see it on the broadcast here as it comes in. For some reason, they don't use that zoom camera as the pitch is coming in. Not sure why that pitch is in there for the called strike. Wilbur, Full Count Ministries, full count. This is well behind. So I'm just now seeing the error on the second baseman for some reason. No, it's going to be that far behind. 5 pitches plus a batter. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and McDonald picks up his team leading 35th strikeout of the year. But the Rhythm cracked the scoring column, collecting 2 runs and 4 hits. 1 error did not affect his scoring, and 2 runners left on base. Heading to the bottom of the third, Full Count leads 2-0. You're listening to Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
7, 8, 9 to face Zane Brown here in the bottom of the third inning. Rhythm now with a 2-0 lead. Carter Whitehead, Zen Hyatt, Olivia Pichardo to face Zane Brown. First pitch is grounded to short. Aiden Gibson up and high throw. Pulls Von Dolan off the base. He has to collect the ball The throw down to second base to try and get Whitehead is not in time. Von Dolan had that ball go over his head, so that'll be an error on Aiden Gibson. It'll end up being a two-base error. As it got over Von Dolan's head, Whitehead continued on to second base. Von Dolan did have a play at second, but his throw off balance to Gibson was not in time to get Whitehead sliding into second. So runner at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Left-handed hitting Zen Hyatt. The DH from Montevallo stands in. Swing and a miss. Hyatt looking for extra bases with that cut. Tampa, Florida. The Montevallo Falcon. Another swing and a miss. It's the home of Ethan Huddleston down there, former All-State Pioneer. A full count rhythm middle infielder, and now down at Montevallo had an excellent year playing shortstop, batting in the 3-hole for Montevallo. Fastball misses high and away from Zane. Zane is pitching to Zen. There you go. Try that one out a few times. Long look back at second base. Now another look back, and now the delivery misses outside. Changeup. Hyatt hitting .220. This is game 15 of the year for him. He has 50 official at-bats, 11 hits, 3 doubles, a home run. I believe that home run was against Full Count at Full Count. That ball was fouled straight back. It's going to come just a little bit to my left, except for that backstop. That's a AAA autoglass foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is a tall young man, 6'5", 225-pound, rising senior at Montevallo. And the 2-2 is outside. Olivia Pichardo, the number 9 hole hitter. The only young lady in the Prospect League is standing on deck, another left-handed hitter. She had an exciting night against Full Count. Popped up to the left side. It could be playable. Rowald over toward the bullpen, and he almost overruns it, does not, makes the catch acrobatically, and gets the ball back in to keep Whitehead from advancing. Nice play, Jacob Rowald. So he had to deal with the bullpen mound over there. He had teammates down there, but let's see anybody come out of their seat to help him out, but not that you could. That's one of those where you're running uphill when you get to those bullpens, and your feet go out from underneath you pretty quickly. Olivia Pichardo from Brown University stands in. From Queens, New York, and she takes a big old rip. First pitch from Zane Brown comes up empty. Olivia hitting .118. This is game number 15 and her 14th start. 4 hits in 34 plate appearances, but her big hit was a 3-run homer that had driven out to right field. Back goes Jackson Cothran in right center field, and he's going to make the grab. Tagging, or faking the tag, as Cothran puts one right at the bag. Smart decision there by Carter Whitehead. But Olivia Pichardo a loud out as she hits a medium depth fly ball. She jerked one out at Drakes Creek Park in a tie ball game. It was 3-3. And in the top of the 10th inning, she came to the plate with 2 on as Cade Moore swings and misses at a slider. And the batter in front of her was trying to lay out a bunt. He ended up reaching base. That put runners at first and second. So I assumed that with Pichardo at the plate, they'd be trying to bunt those 2 around, and they did not. They let her swing away, and she stroked one over the right field wall for a 3-run home run. They ended up hitting 2 more home runs in the inning, and won that game 9-6, I think. It's 9-5. That was the second game that these two teams played this year. Rounder tries to push one pass more on that offer. He count goes 2 balls and a strike. Rhythm won game 1, 8-7 at home, and then lost that 9-5 game in extra innings at home. Won here 10-4. Won back home. 2 more games. That ball's grounded to Gibson. Picks and throws, and that will retire Moore. It's 2 times that Cade Moore is grounded out to his counterpart. That will end the inning. So the original error by Aiden Gibson does not come back to haunt the Rhythm, who shut it down. Zane Brown with a couple flyouts and a ground out to leave 1 runner stranded. We are through 3. That is a third of the way through this ball game because we're scheduled for 9. Thanks for joining me on the Full Count Broadcast Network. We'll be right back.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Joey Parliament to lead off for Full Count here in the top of the 4th inning. Parliament, Watkins, and Gibson to face Max Trapure now for his 4th inning of work. First pitch. Check swing by Parliament. Also an aggressive hitter. He likes to swing at that first pitch. Fouls that one off. AAA autoglass foul ball. He grounded out to shortstop in the second, as did Parker McDonald and Joe Watkins. That pitch gets away from Gonzalez. Goes to the backstop. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. The internet a little spotty here. I'm not sure what the feed is like for you folks there. There's ground ball to third. So Syracuse stays down and throws over to Marquez for the first out. Parliament 0 for 2 with a couple ground outs here to begin this ball game. Joe Watkins grounded out to end the second inning, stands in. He looks at a breaking pitch that drops in there for a called strike. Joe Watkins, the son of Joey and the grandson of Joel Watkins. He calls him Paul down in Dothan, Alabama. One pitch. Missed somewhere, maybe down. AAA autoglass foul ball, straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Watkins. On deck is Aiden Gibson. And the 2-2 pitch missed, apparently outside. Max Trapure asked where it missed, and Home plate umpire Lucas Carter told him it was outside, so we'll have a full count. Ministries, full count. And that's going to miss right down the middle of the plate for a called strike 3. Those were actually 2 pretty good pitches from my vantage point. Kind of surprised he took either one of them, but especially that one. That is the 3rd strikeout by Max Trapure. And Watkins is over 2. Hayden Gibson started the rally last inning. He had a single over the head of 6'7" third baseman Kendrick Syracuse. Ended up coming around to score. Checks the swing there. Pitch on the dirt. Check down to Aaron Carter, the first base umpire. He says he did not go. I agree with you, Aaron. Pitch gets in there for a called strike. Two out, nobody on. Top of the 4th inning. The Rhythm scored 2 in the top of the 3rd. Trying to get a 2-out rally started here. Gibson takes called strike. He's now down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Staying in the host home of Jimmy and Linda Edwards, along with Harrison Travis. Couple Eagles from Carson Newman. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez says, I caught it. The home plate umpire says, no, you didn't. You better tag him. And he does. And that is a back-to-back strikeouts for Trapure. And the 3rd 1-2-3 inning for Max Trapure. Head to the bottom of the 4th, see if Zane Brown can continue his success. He's only allowed 1 base runner, and that was via an error. Take a break. Be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Kendrick Syracuse to lead off for the Bombers, who are in last place in the Eastern Conference Central Division with a 13-24 record. They are on a 3-game losing streak. Their last win was that 2-0 win against Full Count back on July 10th. Syracuse, a left-handed batter from Oakland City University, looks at, he thinks he got hit by a pitch. Lucas Carter, home plate umpire, says, no, you didn't. Stay back in here, and ball 1. He's from Petersburg, Indiana. Brown delivers a fastball that's fouled to the top of the Bombers' dugout, a AAA autoglass foul ball. It's cooled off nicely here in Huntingburg. Game time temperature was 84 degrees. Slider that catches a lot of that plate. Syracuse started after it and then held up. That had a large break to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes from the 6'4" righty. Tried to catch that outside corner, couldn't get that one in there. Syracuse hitting .288, playing in game number 21. Takes ball downstairs, and we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Syracuse with 17 hits, a double, 2 triples, which leads the squad, 6 RBIs. He's looking to get on base here, bottom of the 4th. Ground ball in the hole between first and second, and that is going to sneak on through into right field. There's the first base hit of the ball game for the Bombers. Not hit especially hard. It was just hit in the right spot. Brett Von Dolan could not have made that play over to his right. Joey Parliament tried to get over there, but just hit hard enough to get on through. Lorenzo Gonzalez, a strikeout victim. First Roof Store strikeout victim of the ball game. Zane Brown with 3 of them. They were all 3 in a row as he throws over to first base, and Syracuse is back. Bombers are 15th in the conference or in the league in stolen bases with 65. Fly ball out to right field sends Jackson Cothran back a few steps under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Cothran, maybe his 3rd or 4th game out in right field. He played there last night against the Jackson Rockabillys. I think the first time that he played it this year, said it was the first time that he'd ever played it. So head coach Josh Carmen and assistant coach Jackson Jarvis looking to get Jackson Cothran's bat in the lineup as often as possible, as he has been on fire here lately. Another throw over drives Syracuse back. Syracuse with 7 stolen bases in 8 attempts. Their leading base stealer, Jace Drushel, is not in the ballgame. They've got a couple guys that left after yesterday. There's a ground ball foul down the first base line. AAA autoglass foul ball. Marquez struck out looking, leading off the second. Brown struck out the 3 of the first 5 guys, and now ground balls and fly ball outs. 1 single. That's Syracuse is on first. That fouled over the roof here at League Stadium, one of the 2 stadiums used in the making of a league of their own, the women's baseball movie during World War II. And it is very interesting. Another throw over to first base. Not in time. If you've never been to League Stadium, next year when full count comes, you ought to plan a trip to make it up here. Zane Brown's family's here. Brian and Ashley and his sister, as that ball is popped up to the left side. Mora, his soon-to-be freshman and high school soccer playing sister. So the Browns will have Zane at Belmont. They'll have Barrett, a rising junior at White House High School, and Mora, a rising freshman. That's a ball hit deep to right field. Back goes Jackson Cothran, still going back, and he makes the catch before the warning track and gets that back into the infield, and Syracuse has to stay at first. Marquez put a jolt into that one. 385 to dead center. It plays like it's 425. 320 down the right field line and left field line. Ball just does not travel here. 365 in the alleys. I got to believe those numbers are off. I mean, the ball just does not go anywhere here. I've seen a few home runs hit. Brett Von Dolan has one this year for full count. Trying to remember who hit him the last couple of years. Another quick throw over, and Syracuse back again. Zane Brown trying to get that pick off. Two outs. Matthew Early at the plate. He also was a safe source strikeout, and he's going to drive one out to right field. Jackson Cothran's not going to be able to get this one. Just as I said, it doesn't travel. He 2-hops the wall, and that's going to be the first run of the ball game for Dubois County Bombers. They tried 3 times to get a ball over Jackson Cothran's head, and it took Matthew Early the 3rd time to get it done. That is an RBI double for Matthew Early from Franklin College, hometown Mishawaka, Indiana. Kendrick Syracuse scores, and Rhythm now lead 2-1. 2 hits in the inning. Early went the opposite way. He's a right-handed hitter and drove one just in front of the warning track to right field. Joey Milto will stand in. He grounded out the second to end the second inning. Bellarmine Knight fouls one off the facade, and it'll get caught up in the netting behind home plate. There's the screen that's straight up and down, backstop behind home plate. And then there's the screen that covers the rafters here. And it's caught between those two. 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses up and away. .50 pitches now for Zane Brown here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Trying to get out. Only one run being scored. Couple looks back at second. Another pop-up out to right field. Jackson Cothran. He's not running on empty. He makes the catch for out number 3. But the Bombers crack through and score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on base. We are through 4 innings. Rhythm lead 2-1. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
I'd also like to thank some other sponsors that don't have commercials. Cross the Seams. My first year as a sponsor in the program, printed by Doodat Printing. They're a baseball and a softball training facility. Faith, family, and future. Their motto. They are located in Springfield, Tennessee, Bowling Green, Corbin, Kentucky, and Knoxville. Baseball, softball training for youths, teens, and young adults. Todd Stinson, contact over there. So thank you, Todd, for your support of Full Count Rhythm Baseball. Also, Cross-Driven Construction. That is Brandon Shell. They are driven by purpose. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, is working for the Lord, not for men. That's their life verse over there at Cross-Driven Construction. Colossians 3:23. You can get a hold of them at crossdrivenconstruction.com. 8-9-1 to step to the plate against Max Chapure out for his 5th inning of work. Left-handed hitting Riley Black, who singled his first plate appearance, swings at a disappearing changeup low and outside. He chokes up on that old hickory steel press bat. I think he's swinging one of his own. Broke one the other day. And he drives another one into right field. Eli Reese's baseball player is 2 for 2 tonight. Good job, little E. I don't know what you fed him for breakfast or lunch, but I'm going to give you all the credit. Riley, 2 for 2. I believe that's his first 2-hit ball game of the year. Now 3 hits, his last 3 hits right here in League Stadium. That'll bring Lawson T to the plate. He delivered an RBI single to right field in the second. Slow tapper right in front of the plate. Chapure off the mound. He's going to glove and throw on to first base. The throw brought Marquez into the baseline a little bit, but he was able to catch the ball and get out of the way of Lawson T. Ends up being a productive out as Riley Black moves down to second base, but it's a 0 for 1 in the score sheet. Jackson Cothran will step to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's got an RBI double. Almost drove in a 3rd run, but Lawson T just couldn't get home quick enough. There's a ground ball to second base. That's going to be booted again by Matthew Early as it takes another quick hop on him. He waited back on that, and that's his second error of the ball game. Now runners at first and third Brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. CrossFit located basically right next door to Framework Athletics. They have a common owner, Ryan McDuffie, part owner of Framework Athletics, and he and his wife own CrossFit Hendersonville. Long-time Full Count Ministries and Rhythm supporter. He's also a host home, Ryan McDuffie. They're hosting Henry Jackson as Brett Von Dolan takes called strike. He's 0 for 2. Bondo looking for his first hit, coming in hitting 276. That was a weak swing there on a pitch in the dirt. Lorenzo Gonzalez with a great job of smothering that one, keeping runners at first and third with 1 out. Von Dolan down in the count 0-2. Trappier a couple looks at first. Another pitch in the dirt to see if Von Dolan would go after that one, but Brett does not. Brett, a redshirt sophomore at MTSU. Leads the team in RBIs, tied with Harrison Travis and Parker McDonald with 3 home runs on the year. Leader in hits with 32, and leader in official at-bats. Grounds one down to third base. This should get a run in. Kendrick Syracuse throws down to first as Jackson Cawthorn was running on the play. He moves to second base. RBI ground out for Von Dolan as the Rhythm get the run they allowed back the last inning, as Riley Black comes in to score his second run of the ball game. Now 2 outs and a runner at second. And Jacob Rowald stands in, left-handed hitting left fielder. He's 0 for 2, reached on an error. Trevor Barnes, good to have you here on the broadcast on Facebook. He says, let's go, boys. Cawthorn stays put at second on that pitch in the dirt. That is, in fact, Riley Black's first 2-hit ball game for a full count. There's a drive out to right field. That will get down in front of Pichardo. They're going to send the runner. Olivia's throw is 1 hop to the cutoff man. He lets it go through, but it's not in time to get Cawthorn, and the error comes back to bite the Bombers as that base hit drives in Jackson Cawthorn, who reached on the error. So that's an unearned run, but it's a run on the board nonetheless. That's 2 in the inning for full count, as they've scored 2 in the third and now 2 here in the fifth. Rowald now 1 for 3. Picks up his 13th RBI of the season. Parker McDonald 0 for 2 stands in the plate. Pitch squeaks away from Gonzalez. The Rowald, he's going to take that opportunity to slither on down to second base as he will reach. Let's see if they will call that a pass ball or a wild pitch. I don't think the pitch got in the dirt, but Zach Bullitt, the official scorer, sitting right behind home plate here, just to my right, as he calls that a wild pitch. Don't know that I agree with that, but not going to bark at Zach Bullitt about it. It's not that important. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. So now a runner at second, 2 outs, 2 in, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for full count. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Bombers. Fastball catches the outside corner. McDonald down the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Full count comes in as the third best fielding team by fielding percentage in the league with a .964. Bombers are last in the league at .939. 47 errors for full count, 85 for Dubois County. Now make it 87, 48 and 87 as that pitch misses high to Parker McDonald. Joey Parliament is in the on-deck circle, hoping to get an at-bat here in the top of the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second, and 2 runs in already. AAA autoglass, foul ball off to the right side, and we'll do all that again. There's a hit a cow, apparently. Scott Solis. They don't cow around. Sunshine most of the field. Fastball misses up. Well, full count. Ministries full count. Shadows covering home plate and almost to the mound here at League Stadium. Everybody else is in the sunshine. So the pitch is coming out of the sun into the shade. Rhythm wearing their all baby blues, tops and bottoms. Mark Donald's going to take ball 4 inside, so he is increasing his team leading strikeout total and walk total. That is walk number 27 of the year. First walk of the ball game for Trapure. That puts runners at first and second. Get ready, folks, because Joey Parliament stepping to the plate, and he don't mess around. He gets in and gets after it. That pitch is in there. He's going to take a hack at it. Going to go set up outside. Breaking pitch misses low and outside. He does not swing. Parliament 0 for 2, a couple ground outs, 1 to short, 1 to third base. So he's tried the left side twice. He has 2 of his last 16. Rounds that one over the pitcher. Cade Moore charges, and he had to double clutch, and he's not going to get Joey Parliament. I believe that's going to be an infield single. Let's see how that was ruled. But now the bases are jammed with Rhythm players as the baby blues dotting the bases. Lorenzo Gonzalez will go out and have a chat with Max Trapure as Joe Watkins will come to the plate. He's 0 for 2. They do credit Parliament with an infield single. That's now 3 hits in the inning, 7 for the ball game for full count. As the Bombers bullpen starts to stir. Can't see anybody actively throwing. I think they lost one of their relief pitchers, Tavian Tigg, who actually has not had a lot of good luck against full count this year. He pitched in last night's game, and I understand that that was his last ball game for Dubois County. First pitch swinging, Watkins delivers one out to Pichardo, and she will make the catch to end the inning. So the Rhythm leave the bases loaded, but do score 2. One of those is an unearned run. I think maybe both. I'll have to check. There were 3 hits in the inning, 1 big error. Rhythm lead 4-1. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
They do the Cotton Eye Joe between the top and the bottom of the 5th inning. The Rockford Peaches out here doing the dance, and lots of little kids around doing it. Fun time here. They have a lot of activities here at League Stadium during a Bombers game. They do a fantastic job entertaining the folks here. Era and Justin Knepp, two owners, husband and wife team, taking it over now, I think for the second year that they've been in charge of the Dubois County Bombers. They were, I think, the ones instrumental in getting them into the Prospect League as well. Zane Brown back out on the mound. He's going to face Carter Whitehead, Zen Hyatt, and Olivia Pichardo. And 2 pitches in, and 1 ball, 1 strike count to Whitehead, who reached on an error by Aiden Gibson in the 3rd inning, but was stranded at second. Brown delivers pitch number 54, low and outside. Zane Brown has had a great year for Full Count this summer. Not originally on the roster, but came on, I think, after about a week. And he has been a starter week after week after week. 34 innings. So that one's popped up into shallow left field. On comes Rowald, all dirty on his uniform shirt, but he makes the catch for out number 1. Zen Hyatt, who flew out to Rowald in the 2nd, stands to the plate. Zane Brown is now, I believe, the Prospect League leader in strikeouts as he gets a call on the slider there on the outside corner to the Montevallo Falcons. Zen Hyatt, left-handed hitting DH. He fouls that one straight back. Brown ahead in the count, 0-2. Zane Brown's first start was up at Marion, Illinois at Thrillville Thrillbillies. Got the start, took the loss. The pitch misses. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Rhythm lost that one 3-1. Ended up coming back and defeating Thrillville the next night. I believe that was Chet Lax that got that one, that win. AAA Autoglass foul ball. So that was June 1st, and then June 8th, June 15th, June 21st, June 28th, July 5th, and now here July 12th. His 7th appearance, 7th start. Averaging over, or just right at 5 innings. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hyatt with Olivia Pichardo on deck. A little over 5 innings to start, and Zen Hyatt's going to take one in the shoulder. He will get a free base on a hit by pitch. That's the 3rd plunking of the year by Zane Brown. Tried to come up and in. And Olivia Pichardo, 2-time member of the U.S. women's baseball team. Not sure if they've picked the team yet this year or not, but she had 1 plate appearance for Brown University last year. She was hit by a pitch. She also scored a run. Not sure if it was during that particular game or if she pinch ran for somebody else and scored or not. Breaking pitch misses outside. Brown now looking for a ground ball to end the inning. Rhythm. Last time they played here, he had 3 inning ending. That's a drive out to center field. That's going to drop in front of center fielder Joe Watkins, and he was looking for somebody to cover second base and maybe get a force out as Zen Hyatt had held up to see if that ball was going to be caught. Olivia Pichardo with a single into center field. She's now 1 for 2. It's her 5th hit of the year. 2nd against the Full Count Rhythm. Let me check that. Let me do my homework here, folks. Homework is established. Looking at some research paper right now. It's called the stat sheet. I'll show it to you right here. Been accused of not doing my homework. 4 for 34 coming in. Now she's 5 for 36. And 2 runners on base. She didn't get all that one. She got jammed a bit, but enough of it to get it out to center field. neither Aiden Gibson or Joey Parliament covered second base. Parliament might have been going out to see if that ball was going to fall more shallow than it did. Not sure what Aiden Gibson was doing. I would say that's his bag. Jordan Duell out to have a chat with Zane. Just changed Zane Brown's name to Zen. And he is back in the dugout. Cade Moore, top of the order, stands in from the right side with 1 out and 2 on. Moore waves and tried to hold up on that swing, but could not. Leading hitter for Dubois County coming in at 329, now 0 for 2. Leads the team in hits with 27 on base average, 429. He fouls one off to the right side. Two-way player, but I don't know when the last time he got on the mound. He's been on the mound 3 appearances, 3 1/3 innings of work. No decisions and no earned run average. 6 foot, 175-pound rising junior. Not sure if he's going back to Kentucky Wesleyan or is in the portal. Or thought I heard wind that he might be in the portal. Looking at a 1-ball, 2-strike count with Kendrick Syracuse on deck. Rhythm turned 3 inning-ending double plays back on the 10th, I believe that was. Last Wednesday. 1-2 pitch, misses down and away. That's one of those little reels that they play here I'm not really fond of. 2-2 pitch, smoked right to Gibson, over to second for 1, on to first, and Parliament's throw gets over the head of Von Dolan, but it bounces off the facade, and Zen Hyatt has to stay at third base. No error on the play, but that was the opportunity for the inning-ending double play. Cade Moore is hit into 4 double plays, which leads the club, but doesn't ground into 1 there. He reaches on the fielder's choice as Olivia Pichardo is out at second base. Hard hit ball, just 1 step to Aiden Gibson's right. He delivered a strike over to Parliament, but Parliament's sidearm delivery looped and went over Von Dolan. Kendrick Syracuse with the runner going, flies 1 out to right field, and Jackson Cawthorn, who's been busy today, hauls that one in. For the 3rd out, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. There was 1 hit batter, 2 runners were left on base. We are through 5, scheduled for 9 innings here. 4-1, the Rhythm lead. Let's get to our Prospect League scoreboard update. See if we've got it updated here with the internet going. This is brought to you by Chamberlain Firm. Rex Chamberlain is a state planning attorney. Rex A. Chamberlain. His initials are RAC, right along with his 3 brothers, Reese Chamberlain and twin brother Ryan and Rob Chamberlain. All 4 have RAC. They are the sons of Terry and Lynette Chamberlain. But Rex Chamberlain is one of the sponsors for Full Count Rhythm, an estate planning attorney located at 131 Indian Lake Road. Suite 2001 in Hendersonville. You can get them online at www.chamberlainfirm, Chamberlain, CHAMBERLAIN. Johnstown Mill Rats 6-1 over Rex baseball. It's a final in 7 innings. Champion City Kings 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th over the Danville Dans. Rex and Johnstown in game 2 of the doubleheader, tied up at 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Also in the 3rd inning, top of the 3rd, Normal Corn Belters have doubled up the Aviators of Lafayette. And 0-0 in Chillicothe between the Paints and the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp, 2 of the top teams in the Prospect League. Top of the 2nd, Burlington Bees already scored 6 to Springfield Lucky Horseshoes 2. No score between Alton and Clinton in Clinton tonight in the top of the third. Cape Catfish, who defeated Dubois County Bombers 11-2 here yesterday in the Battle of the Jorts jean shorts both teams wore. Cape Catfish 1-0 over O'Fallon in O'Fallon, the bottom of the third. And at the top of the first, Thrillbillies have put 2 on the board down in Jackson. That is your Prospect League scoreboard update brought to you by the Chamberlain firm. Give Rex a call. You're looking to plan your estate. 615-757-9436. Top of the sixth, Max Trapure back out. He's only given up 2 earned runs. Gets a swinging strike on Aiden Gibson. Gibson 1 for 2. Trapure yanks that one glove side, and count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Aiden Gibson been playing sporadically here the last couple weeks. Pitch misses down in the dirt. Karams to the backstop. 6'1", 185-pound rising junior over there at Carson Newman. Business management major, the son of Adam and Amy Gibson, brother to Bryce and Alyssa. Hello to Nana in Cleveland and Papal also in Cleveland as he takes a called strike there. As I said, staying in the host home. Jimmy and Linda Edwards. That's Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Linda to the Chamberlain crew. The mentor is Kevin Pomeroy as he fouls that one off to the right side. That'll get out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Where has Kevin Pomeroy been? Haven't seen him in a month. How long can a one man and his family vacate? Vacationing? Haven't heard from him in a good while. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another AAA autoglass foul ball. That one gets out of play. Aaron Nels, reserve outfielder from University of Evansville's, handing baseballs to Lucas Carter, a home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, nobody out. Gibson looks like he was able to hold up on that breaking pitch that misses outside, and it's confirmed. Aaron Carter, first base umpire, and possibly a familial bond with our home plate umpire. Age difference could be father-son. There's a breaking pitch that missed somewhere, and Aiden Gibson's going to trot on down to first base. That was a close pitch to take right there. Throw gets away from Trapure, but Gibson can't advance. I see now they're using the zoomed camera view. Second walk of the ball game by Trapure. And Riley Black is 2 for 2. Steps in. To the first pitch low. Ball 1. 2 for 2. Eli's baseball player staying in the host home of Wilson Anna Reese, along with 4.5-year-old Eli and 1.5-year-old Lucy Drew. Popped up and out of play off the bat of Riley Black, who does have a black wooden bat. I'm not sure if it's an Old Hickory. If it's not, I won't tell you. 5'10", 215 pounds. He's a grad student. He is headed to Tennessee Tech University after graduating from Lee University right there in Cleveland. He's moving away. It's at ball 2. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. He'll be pursuing a graduate degree, psychology. He's the son of Scott and Sarah Black, brother to Clay and Emmy. He's that middle child. Has a Grammy in Chattanooga and a pop and a Mimi in Cleveland. 2-1 pitch. Runner stays put. Ground ball to the right side. Gloved by Marquez, the first baseman, who goes to second and then on to Trapure, covering at first base. And for the second time all year, and something that just happened recently for full count, a 3-6-1 double play. You don't see that very often. But that retires Aiden Gibson to erase the leadoff walk. And Lawson T stands in. That pitch is bounced in there. T is 1 for 2. RBI single in the third and ground out that moved Black down to second, where he later scored on a ground out by Brett Von Dolan. Lawson, the son of Donovan and Darla T, looks at another pitch in the dirt. He is the younger brother to Landry, his sister. Dallas, Texas, there's a granddad and a grandma rooting him on. Also a gramps and a granny in Seymour, Indiana. Now 3 balls and no strikes to Lawson T. Tanner Sandell is his mentor. Tanner will be leaving tomorrow to take a trip or lead a trip to Nicaragua for Full Count Ministries. T takes called strike right down the can from Max Trapure. That was pitch number 86. I believe you're only allowed 95, so it's a pretty good chance this is the last inning for Max Trapure. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Lawson T redshirted at Lipscomb University this past year. Homeschooled and out of Gallatin, Tennessee. And a Full Count Ministries full count, and that'll be ball 4 as he started to go, but holds up, second walk of the inning. And that brings Jackson Cawthorn to the plate, and that may be all she wrote for Max Trapure. Is looks like Milan Vanderbreggen is coming out to the mound. He's got a slow, deliberate walk out to the mound, maybe to give the right-hander who's down in the Bombers bullpen a little more time. That was pitch number 92. See if I can get an idea as to who that is down there. Starts with a 2. They don't have numbers on the front of their uniforms. Know that I'm going to be able to tell who that is. But home plate umpire Lucas Carter now strolling out to the mound to see if there's a decision that's being made. I'm going to guess they're going to go to the bullpen. They're not. Wow. Money's been found. $120 has been lost. Everybody and their mother coming up to the press box. Jackson Cawthorn, leadoff batter, stands in with Lawson T at first base. 2 outs. Cawthorn is 1 for 3. Does not swing at the first pitch, which is a ball up. Now, I guess they've gone back to the wide angle again as PLTV is well behind the action here. Swing and a miss. Jackson Cawthorn looking to pick up his first home run of the year. Comes up empty. Rebecca Payton and her mother, Lainey Payton, are here in attendance. They drove up. So Rebecca is Brooke Carmen's right-hand woman. Another swing and a miss on a breaking pitch down around his shoe tops. Cawthorn down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rebecca's first time to be here at League Stadium. And we're sitting just a little bit over to my left behind the first base dugout. I'm not sure if they snuck down into the nice seats now. 1-2 pitch, misses outside. Brian and Ashley Brown and Mora down behind the first base dugout as well. Zane Brown's parents. 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for Full Count. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Dubois County Bombers. Cawthorn, as everybody on the infield started headed for the Dubois County dugout, takes ball 3. Lucas Carter for a collegiate summer league umpire, he's been pretty tight. I guess he's actually adhering to, if the ball doesn't touch the plate, it's not a strike, as opposed to 3 balls off. Yeah, that's close enough. Full count. Ministry's pitch is down in the dirt. Cawthron able to hold up, and that is back-to-back walks, 3 in the inning, and that will have to end the outing. As for some reason the pitch count didn't change. Now it is 98 pitches. I thought 95 was all that you got, but apparently I'm wrong. As Travis Lamar is leaving Max Trapure out there to face Brett Von Dolan. Von Dolan has an RBI on a ground out, but he has not collected a hit yet. He's 0 for 3. Ground ball to the left side. Kendrick Syracuse drops it. He had it in his glove and went to throw it, but dropped it as he was making the transfer. That is the 3rd error of the ball game, and the bases are going to be loaded for Jacob Rowald. That is now the 88th error of the ball game, and now here comes Travis Lamar's 99 pitches on the pitch counter. Not sure if that's accurate or not, but Jacob Rowald will see a new pitcher. We'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we return right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Chase Carver out of the bullpen for the Dubois County Bombers. He's from Bellarmine University, Smiths Grove, Kentucky. 6'1", 190-pound right-hander, rising sophomore, on in relief of Max Trapure, who goes 5 2/3 innings, gives up 7 hits. Right now, 4 runs, of which only 2 were earned. These 2 runs now, or these 3 runners that are on, if they do score, would not be earned, as the error by Kendrick Syracuse would have ended the inning. Trapure gave up 4 walks and 4 strikeouts, 99 pitch count or thereabouts. Jacob Rowald steps in to face Chase Carver, who's on for his 7th appearance of the year. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Ball comes out of Gonzalez's glove and trickles over to the on-deck circle, but Lawson T doesn't want to get thrown out at home plate for the 2nd time in the ball game. He'll stay right there at third base. T down at third, Cawthron at 2nd, and Von Dolan at first base. Rowald is 1 for 3. Drove in a run with a single in the 5th. Looking to do some damage here. Another pitch down in the dirt by Carver, teammate of Jacob Rowald at Bellarmine. I assume that's where he played last year. I guess there's a chance that he could have transferred there, and that's what they put, but didn't do that research. Sorry, folks. Didn't know this matchup was going to take place. Fastball gets on that outside corner for a 2-1 count. Parker McDonald is on deck. He is hoping to get an at-bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Full count leads 4-1. trying to get that 18th win and win the season series with Dubois County handily, 5-2. Rowall looks at another pitch that whispers at the outside corner, fastball at the letters for a called strike. If Ross Spurgeon were listening, he's telling me whether or not Chase Carver pitched for him. He's the pitching coach for the Bellarmine Knights. 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. And that is AAA Autoglass, foul ball right back this way. Now remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rowall, a left-handed hitter. Carver is a right-handed pitcher. Rhythm Blues leading off. Bags popped up on the left side. Out into shallow left field, and his teammate, there's all 3 Bellarmine Knights right there. Joey Milto, Chase Carver, and Jacob Rowald combine on that fly out to left field. The irony of it all. No runs. There were no hits in that inning, but a lot of activity, a lot of walks. There were 3 walks in the inning. And 1 error that does not come back to bite the Bombers. 3 runners left on base. That's 2nd inning in a row. The Rhythm have left stranded, the bases loaded. Head to the bottom of the 6th with a 4-1 lead. Zane Brown back out for the Rhythm.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhoods thrive. We take the time to get to know our clients. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours so that we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call your local Country Financial representative, William Stiles, today at 615-824-7020 to talk about how we can help ensure the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network, just learning about something in the world today that doesn't involve baseball, as Lorenzo Gonzalez is retired on the first pitch that he sees from Zane Brown. Actually trying to get Aaron Knepp's attention here, is wondered if she had heard it, but she had. Johnny Marquez stands in with 1 out and nobody on. Donald Trump had been shot. Didn't know that. But he's okay. Apparently grazed. There's a broken back ground ball to Parliament. He sees that one into his glove, throws over to Von Dolan for out number 2. So Gonzalez was retired on a bunt back to the pitcher. And now quickly 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Zane Brown looking to get through the 6th with less than 80 pitches thrown. He's going to face Matthew Early, who drove one over the head of Jackson Cothran in the 4th inning for an RBI double. Looks at a pitch in there for a called strike. My wife texted me, not sure how long ago she had texted me to find out. Let's see, that was 5 minutes ago. All right. in a Pennsylvania rally, she says. Swing and a miss by Early. Looked it up on the internet here. I'm sure you folks at home listening in are all over it. You're very aware of it. He's hurt, but he's safe. 2 dead, including the suspected shooter. There's a drive out to left center field as Joe Watkins will track it down. Nice running catch by Watkins. I thought that was going to be another extra base hit by Early, but Joe Watkins roaming out there in center field. A 1-2-3 inning for Zane Brown. He might get to go out for the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, as we are headed to the 7th inning. Thanks for joining me tonight on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
You might get to nap, but your money doesn't.
Little moving parts here at League Stadium. Sorry about that. Need a producer, a director, equipment manager. Instead, you get me. I've told many, many people, if you'd have told me 4 years ago I'd be doing all that I'm doing here, I'd have told you you're absolutely nuts. Parker McDonald leading off the 7th for Full Count. He takes a called strike. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. Walked in his last plate appearance. Was stranded at second. The breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Parker does not seem to be seeing the breaking pitch well tonight. Down in the count 0-2. Chase Carver back out for his first full inning of work. Came on and tired Bellarmine night teammate Jacob Rowald. He gets Parker McDonald swinging. For strikeout for Carver. Carver did, in fact, have some statistical accomplishments with Bellarmine last year. Go on their baseball website, you see a whole bunch of numbers on there where names used to be. I'm assuming those are players who've graduated or who are in the transfer portal or transferred already. So Parliament swings and fouls the first pitch that he sees from Carver off to the right. That's a AAA autoglass foul ball. Thanks to Dylan Doris and his family for supporting Full Count Rhythm Baseball all year long. They are our foul ball sponsor. Driven down that left field line. It's fair. Down in the corner it goes. Parliament is digging for second. He'll stand up with a 1-out double, and he is just taking the lead from his teammate Harrison Travis. That is his 13th dudette double of the year. And Harrison Travis been going back and forth. Latecomer is Jackson Cothran, as he now has 9 doubles. The Rhythm came in second in the Prospect League in doubles with 86. They now have 88 as Joe Watkins stands in. Watkins looks at the first pitch. Low.
You want to take those down? Empty them.
Rhythm lead 4-1, trying to play add-on here in the top of the 7th. We're scheduled for 9. Rhythm have already taken the season series from Dubois County. Have won 4 of the first 6 games. This is game 7 in the final game between these two clubs. Rhythm will be back home tomorrow. Doubleheader starting at 3 p.m. Get to church, get you some lunch, and bring your umbrella out to cover the sun. So it'll be a warm day tomorrow in Hendersonville. Doubleheader, 2 7-inning ball games against the Thrillville Thrillbillies, and single games on Monday night and Tuesday night before a couple days off. Pitch is grounded to third. Kendrick Syracuse gloves, throws on the run over to first base to retire Watkins, and Parliament stays at second. Syracuse has played center field, and now this is the first time I can recall that he's played third. So a versatile player. As I look over and I see the transformation of Scott Solman to Harry Carey. Putting his Harry Carey wig on. He's got his Harry Carey coat. He will sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" here. I could probably turn the computer around, but might pull something out that's plugged in and working right now. Aiden Gibson stands in. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the 3rd, struck out in the 4th, and walked, and was erased on a 3-6-1 double play off the bat of Riley Black. Trying to get a 2-out RBI for the Rhythm. Swing and a miss. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Gibson. Parliament looks nonchalant out at second base. Pitch misses down and inside. Riff-raff. Zach Williams would call it riff-raff. That's hanging around up here on the top deck. Just little kids. Throw back to second base. Parliament gets his hand back in there. He dives back. Throw to the second baseman, Matthew Early. Got a couple errors in this ball game. 3 errors. Not showing the 3rd error on the electronic scoreboard to my right. They are showing it on the handheld, old-timey scoreboard down the left field line. Gibson looks at ball 3. Sure who's running the scoreboard up here. It's not Scott Solman, the public address announcer. Max Trappier finished with 5 2/3 innings. Gives up 7 hits, 4 runs, only 2 were earned. Walked 4, struck out 4. That pitch right down the can. Gibson takes for a called strike. And we'll have a full count Ministries, full count. Riley Black in the on-deck circle. Hoping to get an at-bat here in the top of the 7th. Rhythm scored 2 in the 3rd and 2 in the 5th. Dubois County with 1 in the bottom of the 4th. 4-1 Rhythm lead. Drive out to center field, and that's going to be caught knee high by Carter Whitehead. Gibson put a jolt into that one. That is a line out to the center fielder for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Joey Parliament. Scott Solman now with the take me out to the ball game 7th inning stretch. We will get our La Quinta Inn and Suites. Do I have it here? Thought I did. La Quinta Inn and Suites alumni spotlight. I get my information from last year's team. There we go. Yesterday it was Logan Harrell. It was his birthday. Tonight, Nick Griffin, 6'4", 195-pound left-handed pitcher from Arkansas at the time. Not sure that he's still playing baseball, honestly. Stayed in the host home of Bob and Mary McCall. Bob McCall probably knows. He was listening in on Facebook earlier. And Nick had maybe some issues related to health-wise and did not come back, I think, in the latter part of the year, but got 2 wins in 3 appearances, all starts, had 10 innings of work in the regular season. Gave up only 1 hit, struck out 16 batters at a 2.70 ERA. Nick Griffin is our alumni spotlight from the 2023 season. Brought to you by La Quinta Inn and Suites. They're located at 120 South Cartwright Court in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Wake up on the bright side, La Quinta Inns and Suites. We have a Safeware call to the bullpen. So Zane Brown's night is over. I have no idea who that was. Oh, now I know who it is. That is the other owner. That's Justin Knepp. I haven't seen him in a while. Raleigh Claunch is a new pitcher on for Full Count, taking over for Zane Brown. Raleigh is a 5'10", 195-pound right-hander out of the University of North Alabama. He will face Joey Milto to lead off. He squares around the bunt, lays one right down in front of the plate. Off the mound is Claunch, and he will glove and throw on to first base to retire Joey Milto for the 2nd inning in a row. A bomber batter tries to reach on a bunt, but that one's too much right back to Claunch. So Milto's retired 1-3. That'll bring up Carter Whitehead. He's from Vincennes University. It's a 4-year school, but they play junior college baseball. Ball State plays them in the spring or in the fall on a regular basis. They played it 3 straight years that I broadcasted. He takes a called strike on a breaking pitch. Raleigh from Florence, Alabama, went to Florence High School. Son of Pat and Kelly Claunch, grandson of Grandmommy in Jasper, Alabama, and Meany in Florence, Alabama. And one of 2 right-handers that stay at the host home of Todd and Melinda Neal, 4-year host home folks. Claunch up on Whitehead. Now it's a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And that is a Roof Store strikeout. That's the first since the 2nd inning. Only the 4th of the ball game for rhythm pitching. Zane Brown, I don't know if he was trying to pound the plate a little bit more or not, but only 3 strikeouts in his outing today. 2 outs quickly as Zen Hyatt steps in. Flew out to left and been hit by a pitch. Drives one out to right field. Jackson Cothran's going to come in a few steps, and he'll make the one-handed grab over his head, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. That is now 8 straight that the rhythm pitchers have set down. Zane Brown goes 6 innings, gives up 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Did not walk a batter, struck out 3, and he is in line for his 4th win of the year. We'll take a break and be right back on the Full Count.
You might get to nap, but your money doesn't. Like right now. At Volunteer State Bank, it's working hard day and night, earning 4.5% APY. Playtime, drive time, anytime. You could be out with friends or on vacation, but your money, it doesn't take a break. You've worked hard for it. Now let it work hard for you. Open a free Kasasa Cash checking account today and earn 4.5 annual percentage yield if qualifications are met on balances up to $15,000.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Head to the top of the 8th. Rhythm still lead 4-1. All the scoring in the third, fourth, and fifth. Third inning, 4-3 count. They scored 2. Bombers scored 1 in the bottom of the fourth, but Rhythm doubled that and went up 4-1. Riley Black will stand in to face Chase Carver on for his second full inning of work. Gave up a 1-out double to Joey Parliament, then retired Watkins and Gibson. Black squares around a bunt, but pulls the bat back on a pitch that goes down in the dirt. So the defense still the same. Let's see if we have. And we do. It's like our right fielder is still the same. Riley takes a pitch up. He's 2-for-3, grilled it into a 3-6-1. Very unusual double play as the pitcher's covering at first base on a ground ball to the first baseman. Rhythm turned one of those. I believe that was the other night right here. Two-row pitch in there for a called strike. It was not here. Rhythm turned 3 double plays in that game. It was more recently. They went through a drought without turning a ground ball double play. Then have turned 3 or 4 in the last handful of games. 3-ball, 1-strike count to Riley Black. Pitcher heading to Tennessee Tech in Cookeville, Tennessee in the fall. And he starts to go, and he should have gone harder. He's called strike, so we'll have a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned. We'll do the Full Count Ministries verse of the game for the end of the game, and I'll do it this time. Last night, forgot to do it. Ball 4. Riley Black reaches for the third time in 4 plate appearances. First walk by Chase Carver, who's on in relief of Max Trapure. That brings up the DH, Lawson T, for his 4th plate, 1 for 2 single and a walk and an RBI. And a valiant attempt to score what at that point in time would have been the 3rd run of the game. He was thrown out on a nice relay from center field to short to the plate. First pitch is at the knees for a called strike. Nice evening here in Huntingburg. Let's see what the current temperature is. 80 degrees. Swinging a miss on a breaking pitch. T is down in the count 0-2. Rhythm with 8 hits in the ball game. Double doubles. Just swing and a miss, and Lawson is down on strikes. Just stepping to the plate. He's got a double and a walk in 4 plate appearances. Scored when he reached on an error by the second baseman. Raised his on-base average from 450 to 470 after last night's game. And it will go up today, depending on what he does in this at-bat. Looks at a called strike on the outside corner. Jackson was 2 for 3 in yesterday's game, scored 3 runs, drove in 1, walked 3 times, on base 5 out of 6. He was the Frosted Luau player of the game. We'll name another Frosted Luau player of the game after this one. And again, Zane Brown is looking like that pitch gets in there for a called strike. Cawthorn down 0-2. Brown's been the Frosted Luau player of the game 3 times already this year. Slices that one into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It will have to be happy with a single as Riley Black stays at second base. That ball was sliced down that left field line. Joey Milto over to cut it off. And Jackson Cawthorn picks up his second hit of the ball game. Batting average continuing to rise. Came in at 315. It had been below 300 probably just a week ago. but he is in fuego. Also reaching base at a high clip. Brett Von Dolan looked for his first hit. Looks at a breaking pitch right over the plate for a called strike. Strikeout, pop out, ground out that resulted in a run being scored and reached on an error in his last plate appearance. Mondo looks at a slider that misses low and away, and Lorenzo Gonzalez wants to have a chat with Chase Carver. Von Dolan, 5'11", 195-pound, redshirt sophomore. He's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's a Creeker. Went to Stewart's Creek High School. They are the Redhawks, I believe. He's a business administration major there, over there at Middle Tennessee State University. He's a son of Chris and Robin Von Dolan. He's a little brother to Chase and grandson of Deddy and Granny in Smyrna, Tennessee. Living at Halls. When he gets back to Framework Athletics in Hendersonville, I guess he's got to drive to Murfreesboro. I say he's living at home. He probably got an apartment somewhere in Murfreesboro while he lives or goes to school at Middle. I don't know his personal living situation. But he's looking at a 2-ball, 1-strike count with 1 out and 2 runners on here in the top of the 8th, looking to get some insurance runs for the Rhythm. Well, not swing at that pitch. Time is called. Cade Moore now wants to come in and talk to Carver. Not sure what's happening here, but you only get so many of these timeouts. As our home plate umpire, Lucas Carter, he's pulling his black book out of his back pocket, and he's taking notes. Nothing gets by Lucas Carter. Von Dolan been standing there at bat for a long time. Wow, Carver looks in for the sign. He delivers, pitch down, and Wilba full count Ministries, full count. Pitch was definitely below the knees. Not sure what I think folks are just a little antsy. It's been a little bit slow here for the last couple innings. Chase Carver, the second pitcher on for the Bombers. They have 13 wins this year. Full count, first pitch, foul ball, triple. I don't think they have any offices up here in Indiana. Let's go to the DDAT printed program and see. Review the cow. I think of Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. They have offices in Tennessee, Florida, Kentucky, and Alabama. Nothing in Indiana. Full count pitch popped up as the runners were going. They'll have to retreat. Center fielder Carter Whitehead is under and moves in a few steps. That makes the catch. Von Dolan remains hitless. And 2 outs brings up Jacob Rowald. He's got RBI single in 4 plate appearances. Up to face his teammate Bellarmine once again. So they did play together this past year. Joey Milto out and left. Also a Bellarmine night. Jacob Rowald. Let's say howdy to Jacob's family listening in Illinois from Valmeyer, Illinois. Jeff and Kelly Rowald to the computer listening in. Grandma in Waterloo. And Grandpa and Grandma in Heckert, Illinois. One of those set, I believe, are the Nurembergers. Staying in the host home with Brian and Susan Truitt, along with Aaron Hash. He looked at a called strike. It's Rowald time. How about a big shot right here, Jacob, down that right field line. Yank one down that right field line. Going to throw back to second base. Moore may have been talking to Carver about the pickoff move. So they just employed it there, but it was unsuccessful. Riley Black able to get back in there safely. Jackson Cawthorn, who singled down the left field line. He is easing off of first base with Johnny Marquez behind him with the left-handed hitter at the plate. Rowald ripping a bat and swinging and missing. No batting gloves for Jacob Rowald. On deck batter, Parker McDonald. He's got 2 batting gloves on. Both of them are, well, one's on each hand. He doesn't have 2 on one hand. That would be right. Would it, Eli? No batter puts batting gloves, 2 batting gloves on one hand. Breaching halt. Now the pitch popped up and out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Nobody watching on Facebook now, just me. I could say hello to Pat Elliott. She wouldn't say anything because she's not watching anymore. Hello to Ashley Blazer of the Matt and Ashley Blazer host home. Nobody. Everybody must be on Twitter, but I can't get Twitter to pull up. 0-2 is down in the dirt. Internet just not working for me here for Twitter tonight. Seems like it's working okay for the broadcast. The PLTV is working okay as well. Don't like that color they have on our rhythm line there. Swing and a miss. Rowald is down on strikes. We'll end the 8th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. See if Raleigh Clunch comes out, and he is. Or the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression, and IV therapy. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Let's shout. Bottom of the 8th we go. Raleigh Clunch back out on the mound to face 9-1-2. This is Olivia Pichardo at the plate. This quite possibly could be her last plate appearance for the Dubois County Bombers. 1 for 2. She singled in her last at-bat and was retired on a fielder's choice by Cade Moore. First pitch is inside to Pichardo. The only female playing in the Prospect League. She has collected 5 hits on the season. And now she's going to collect a hit batter. She's going to reach base. And they're booing Raleigh Clunch, who has 8 siblings. He's just a mean brother. Let's see if that is Olivia's first time to be hit today, or this year. It is not. It's her second time to be hit. Cade Moore will stand in with Pichardo on at first base. Second hit batter of them by Rhythm Pitching as Cade Moore takes a called strike that he doesn't agree with. Swing and a miss. Moore looking to get the Bombers back to within 1. Josh Carmen is out of the Rhythm dugout. So we'll have a Safeware call to the bullpen. Tell you about the new pitcher we return.
And Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America. helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Safeware call to the bull. Rhythm bullpen, 5'11", 195-pound sophomore at Southwest Tennessee Community College down in Memphis. He is the son of Ernest Pulliam and Ingrid Pulliam, brother to Brittany and uncle to Charles. Has a grandpa in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and a mama Maya in Guatemala. He's staying in my house. He and Andrew Perry are the two pitchers staying with my wife Susan and I. This is the first year that we've been able to be a host family. His mentor is Steve Barrios. 12 appearances with the Salukis down in Southwest Tennessee this past spring. 2-2 record. He had 10 starts, 35 and 2/3 innings. Had 42 strikeouts. He is on in relief of Raleigh Claunch, who has got 3 outs in the 7th, but has hit a batter and given up a hit here in the 8th. And now gives way to Pedro. Pedro's going to have a new walk-up song when he gets to home games from now on. Yesterday was his birthday. 20 years old. Fine young man. Sure enjoyed having him at our house. This is his 12th appearance of the year, all in relief. Does have 1 save, as maybe being asked to come in, pitch the 8th and the 9th. We'll see, but he's going to face Kendrick Syracuse. 14 and a third innings of work. Has 14 strikeouts, 8 walks. And he has plunked 1 batter. Now's the time for a grounded in double play, but gets a swinging foul ball off the bat of the 6'7" left-handed hitting Kendrick Syracuse. Absolutely not a common Syracuse. And I'm pretty confident that that's how they're saying his name, but it's Sorgius is how Presto Sports says it's spelled. I don't write it like that because you don't say it like that. That fastball missed somewhere. Pedro looking in, trying to figure out where that might have been. I only got Twitter to work, but I can't pull up Full Count Rhythm in the broadcast. 1-1 pitch misses down in the dirt. Riley Black smothers that one. Maybe we're not up on Twitter. 2 balls and a strike to Syracuse. Nobody out, 2 on. Swing and a miss on a pitch up in the zone. The 2 pitch coming from Pedro. He tried to step on one there, missed low and inside. Count goes full. Full Count Ministries full count. On deck is Lorenzo Gonzalez, the number 3 hole hitter. And the pitch lined out to left field. Jacob Rowald moves over to his right, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. Syracuse gave the crowd something to cheer about here at first, but Rowald, shading him toward the line, makes the catch. That's out number 1. Now Lorenzo Gonzalez, he's 0 for 3. He's got a chance to end the inning with a inning-ending double play. Steps to the plate in the right-handed batter's box. A late addition to the Dubois County Bombers. He's a Tiger from Campbellsville University. Hometown in Barcelona, Venezuela is what it says. Like our internet has disconnected. Now we have reconnected. Hopefully we're back up. 1-0 count to Gonzalez. 2 on and 1 out. Sliced foul off the screen. A AAA autoglass foul ball. And internet must have gone down for the entire press box here, is because now my PLTV is not working. Lined out to center field, Joe Watkins moves a couple steps to his right and makes the catch. 2 hard hit balls off the bat of Syracuse and Gonzalez, but right at the left fielder and the center fielder for out number 2. And that'll bring up Johnny Marquez. So apparently Pedro not fooling them, but he's putting them where they'll line them right at our outfielder. So he'll take that. Marquez, a left-handed hitting first baseman from Waubonsee Community College, Waubonsee Community College. He's from South Elgin, Illinois. He's 0 for 3. Breaking pitch misses down. Let's see if we have lost all internet. Doesn't look like we have. Not sure if we've lost PLTV or not, but something not working there. 4-1 Rhythm lead, bottom of the 8th. 2 outs, 2 on. Ground ball to the right side, 1 hop, right into the glove of Brett Von Dolan. He steps on first base, and Pedro Pulliam comes in and does the job. Comes in with nobody out and 2 on, and he gets 3 outs. And the runners are stranded at first and second. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 2 runners left on base. We are headed to the 9th. Rhythm lead 4-1, trying to take game 5 of 7 against the Dubois County Bombers. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher on for the Bombers, number 12, Jake Studeville, on in relief of Chase Carver. Carver goes 2 1/3 innings, gives up 2 hits, no runs, walks 1, strikes out 3. And Studeville is the 3rd pitcher on for Dubois County. He will pitch the top of the 9th and face Parker McDonald, Joey Parliament, Joe Watkins, who are the scheduled hitters here for a Full Count. 2 runs in the 3rd for Full Count, a run in the 4th for Dubois County and 2 in the 5th for Full Count. And that brings us to the 7-1 lead. $11 base runners left on for full count in this ball game for Dubois County. Parker McDonald 0 for 3, swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. We are struggling with internet here right now. Using the press box internet here. Apparently the Verizon internet not working so well here at the ballpark. So a router not being that useful as McDonald will ground run right off the shoes of Studeville, and that will go into center field, and there's McDonald's first hit of the ball game. It's the 10th of the game for full count. They get to double digits again. Something may have happened with Parker McDonald. He came out of the box almost like he didn't want to run to first base, so he's going to be pinch run for by Ramey Harrison. Not sure what happened to Parker. We don't have a trainer here. The other team's got one, but Ramey Harrison will pinch run for Parker as he led off the inning with a single. Ramey absolutely can go in and play third base for the Rhythm. Joey Parliament's 2 for 4, trying to break out of that scuffle that he's been in. He had a 2 for 16 stretch for his 2 for 4 here. See if he can pick him up a third knock. Hey, he's going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop. Cade Moore delivers over to second base, and that is just a fielder's choice as Parliament beats that one out. Matthew Early, the second baseman tonight, it's not really looked like he's played second base much. Moore actually looked like he had thought about taking the play at second base himself, but he realized he was too far away, so he ends up giving it up to Early. Not to Matthew Early. He didn't give it up early, gave it up actually late. Joe Watkins stands in, takes a called strike on the outside corner. Studeville, one of the top pitchers on this Bombers staff, the 2.81 ERA in now has 9 appearances. This is his 10th appearance. 101 record. He has 3 saves. This is not a save opportunity. Watkins takes a pitch in the dirt. That'll kick away from Gonzalez, and down to second base goes Parliament on the wild pitch. Studeville is from Lindsey Wilson College. That's in Kentucky. His hometown is Rockport, Indiana. 6'4", 180 pound right-hander. 3 saves, leads the team. 16 innings of work, 14 hits, 10 runs, only 5 earned. Walked 8, struck out 10. Has plunked 2 batters. Does not plunked Watkins there as that breaking pitch collects the inside corner, and the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. They've collected 13 hits last night at Jackson. AAA autoglass foul ball. After being 1 hit by Dylan Peck of the Cape Catfish the night before that. Had 9 hits in game 1 of that doubleheader against Cape Catfish, a 7-2 win for full count. 8 hits here at Dubois County in the shutout loss, 2-0. Then 15 hits against Dubois County in game 2 of the 2-game stretch down at Drakes Creek. Watkins grounds one down the first base line, but it'll be foul. Jimmy Gamboa looks at it just totally nonchalantly, didn't even move. So first base coach headed to Emory and Henry University in Emory, Virginia as their new pitching coach. So congratulations to Jimmy Gamboa, who was I think a grad assistant last year at Milligan University, where he finished his college pitching career. Popped up to the right side. Marquez is going to give it a chase. It'll get into the bullpen, and Olivia Pichardo and Matthew Early, the second baseman, were in a race to the bullpen. Pichardo wins, but she does not make the catch. Ball got out of play at a high and long AAA auto glass foul ball that did not catch any glass. We'll count back home tomorrow. Doubleheader, 2 7-inning ball games against the Thrillville Thrillbillies. Runner goes for second. Drilled out to right center field. Pichardo on the run, and she's not going to get that one. It's going to go over her head. We are on and off of the local internet here. Hayden Gibson looks at a called strike. He's 1 for 3. Sure, we are on the Verizon. Let me see how on my iPad. Several buses dropped off groups of people here. I hear one behind me as I am backed up to the farthest point in the stands. That breaking pitch misses down. In the 9th inning, Rhythm scored a run on 2 hits. Single by Parker McDonald, who was pitch ran for by Ramey Harrison. Another pitch down in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Lorenzo Gonzalez. Rhythm now with 11 hits, 5 runs. Jake Studeville, the third pitcher on for the Bombers. Original member of the Prospect League. I believe that's back in 2009. Pitch, broken bat, ground ball to shortstop Cade Moore. Gloves and sidearms over to first base. Moore out number 2 on the play. Watkins moves over to third base. That'll bring Riley Black to the plate. So that old Hickory steel press bat's going to be a souvenir for somebody. Jackson Cothran looks it over. Says, nope, that's not one that I use. Going to hand it back to Aiden Gibson and let him figure out what to do with that one. Surprised there's not 5 young boys clamoring for that one at the Rhythm dugout, but it is surrounded by netting. Black swings at the first pitch he sees. It's a high chopper to Johnny Marquez at first base, who steps on the bag, and that will end the 9th inning. But the Rhythm score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. If Pedro Pulliam's still in, he's going to be pitching for a save. If it's somebody new, then this is not a save opportunity. And looks like that is what's going to happen. We're going to have a safe word call to the bullpen when we return right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood it's important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Ryan Sweeney, number 18, is in the ball game. Not a save opportunity for Ryan, but he is going to get some work in here with a 4-run lead. Pedro Pulliam goes an inning and retires all 3 batters that he faces. Raleigh Claunch goes an inning. He gives up a hit, strikes out a batter, and hits a batter. No runs given up by Claunch or Pulliam. No walks by Rhythm pitching tonight. The strikeouts are down as well, but head coach Josh Carmen and pitching coach Jordan Duell will take that as long as you get outs. So Sweeney from Tribeca Nazarene University is the 4th pitcher on 4 full counts. 5'11", 180-pound rising sophomore from Franklin Centennial High School. He is on for his team-leading 14th appearance of the year. 14 innings of work, 6 hits, 6 runs, only 4 earned, 15 walks, 25 strikeouts, has plunked a couple batters. 2.57 ERA, has a couple saves on the year, but as I said, this is not a save opportunity. Matthew Early, Joey Milto, and Carter Whitehead are due up. First pitch is a fastball, delivered in there with purpose. Ryan Sweeney dials it up there. He likes to think it's at 92, 93. I have no idea. That right there sounded loud out of the glove of Riley Black. And that pitch is fouled off to the right side. Ramey Harrison has gone to first base. Brett Von Dolan has moved across fit Hendersonville away over at third base. As Parker McDonald now out of the game. 0-2 pitch is fouled off the foot of Early. It's his own fault. He didn't have to swing. Right, Sweeney threw the ball back to Riley Black. You talk about a clown. Riley Black, he has so much fun with my grandson there at my son and daughter-in-law's house. Ryan Sweeney just threw the ball back to him. It's a little bit short. Riley Black didn't even try to catch it. Standing up, he just blocks it with his body and gives a little goofy look as he picks it up and tosses it into the Bombers' dugout. Early 1 for 3 in the ball game, has an RBI double. He is down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sweeney delivers a swing and a miss. He gets away from Black, but he retrieves. He's going to throw down to Ramey Harrison, the new first baseman, to complete that put out. So the put out goes to Harrison, gets him in the fielding statistics. It's out number 1. Let's get to our Rhythm Chrysler Full Count Ministries verse of the game. As Joey Milto stands in, he's 0 for 3. Found in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. After this pitch, we'll tell you what 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9 says. Full Count Ministries verse of the game with the bus humming behind me. Foul tip at the plate, AAA auto glass. However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love him. What a great promise. God's promises never fail, and he's promised a lot. Popped up out to left field as Rowald can't see it. Brett Von Dolan, the new third baseman, tried to make a catch. He lost his lid and did not make the catch as he was heading to the count goes 0-2 to Milto. That first out of the inning was a roof store strikeout. It is only the 5th strikeout of the ball game for Full Count today. But Full Count Ministries proud to bring you the verse of the game, found in either the Old Testament or the New Testament. This one, the New Testament, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. Milto 0 for 3. He fouls another one that will get out of play and get into the parking lot behind League Stadium. We'll have to break it down quickly after the ball game as Anchor Transportation bus doesn't like to wait for me too long, although the Bombers do feed us, and last couple times we've eaten it here. Swing and a miss, and there's another roof store strikeout. Black has this one go down in the dirt, kick out of his glove right there at the plate, and he'll just softly tag Joey Milto. Does not have to make the throw down to first base. That's 2 strikeouts. I believe Ryan Sweeney is now on an 8th straight. Let me see if I can get that checked. I think he has struck out the last 8 batters at least that he has faced. Swing and a miss by Carter Whitehead, who's the last hope for the Bombers. Another swing and a miss. They're down to their last strike. Come on, get to it quickly. What in the world? Do I have a roster up? Strikeout looking, and Ryan Sweeney strikes out the side. Another roof store strikeout. That's good morning, good afternoon, and good night, as this one has gone final, and the Full Count Rhythm take it 5-1. Zane Brown is your winner. He moves to 4-3, the first 4-game winner for Full Count. Losing pitcher is Max Trepure. He would fall to 2-3 on the season. No save for Full Count or for Ryan Sweeney. Rhythm moved to 18-22 on the season. Dubois County falls to 13-25. And the Rhythm take the season series 5-2 over the former Ohio Valley League foes. Zane Brown, your Frosted Luau player of the game for the 4th time this year. So he goes 6 innings into 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts, did hit 1 batter. But he is your Frosted Luau player of the game. Offensive players who had a couple hits. Riley Black, 2 for 4 today. Jackson Cothran, 2 for 4. And Joey Parliament with a 2 for 5 night. So not a ton of runs scored on 11 hits and as many base runners as they've left on, but the Rhythm 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Dubois County 1 run, 4 hits, and 3 errors. A game that took 2 hours and 38 minutes to complete. Know what the attendance was here, but pretty good at Lake Stadium. For Josh Carmen, and Jackson Cothran's dad, Josh Cothran. This is Tim Ray saying, God bless you. Good night. Thank you for listening to the Count Broadcast.
Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup. This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.